Looks like we're having some trouble.
Dire team's turn to ban. Radiant team's turn to ban.
Alright, we finally made it
Dire
in the
team
game.
ban.
However, it looks like Hollywood's team does not know how to make banners, so there's this wrapping
Radiant
around.
team ban. Dire team's turn to ban.
But it's otherwise a good attempt, at least.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds
Radiant
remaining.
team's
Team's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining.
So let's see, first ban was Dazzle, which is targeted at Psychic
5
because he
seconds
keeps playing
remaining.
Dazzle mid for some reason. Next ban is Underlord. I think this is just probably a good
Dire team's
offlaner.
turn to
I don't know. I can't remember if Jackman played it last week or not. He might have though. And then Ench, because she's super cancerous, is a 5, sure. We got Dazzle, Bloodseeker, Mirana on the other team. Dazzle, obviously, is still super strong, even though there's
Radiant
just a small
team's
mana
turn to
nerf,
pick.
whatever. Bloodseeker, pretty annoying. Mirana, I assume someone just plays Mirana. I don't think she's like that good in the meta right now. Oh, Disruptor also.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
Hollywood plays, so there's no chance that they would let him get that. The first pick Slardar, I think this is like a foolproof offlaner. He kind of wins lanes, and he blinks, stuns, he initiates, he does good offlane things. Venge is probably because Melchior plays Venge a lot. He played Venge last week. So just block pick. She's a pretty good 5 anyway, so sure.
10 seconds left. Decided? 5 seconds remaining. Dire team's turn to pick.
Tide Hunter.
Dire team ban.
Lich.
Alright, well, they grabbed the Lich, which is good for Melchior. And it looks like Lotus responds by picking up Tide Hunter. I don't know about this.
Radiant team ban. Dire team ban.
So Tide Hunter just has a super long cooldown, and then does like absolutely nothing else the rest of his time. And he's not even like a super strong lane bully right now either. So I don't know if I would pick him over some of the other options.
10 seconds remaining.
And I also,
5
I mean, I know
seconds
Barrel
remaining.
Rider also plays Drow Ranger. And I kind of like Drow against Tide, although I know some people have said Tide is like strong against her, but I don't know.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
They banned the Phantom Lancer, which means that they're definitely going to try to pick Drow Ranger soon. It's one of Barrel's most comfortable heroes right now, I think. And I think he agrees with me about the Tide Hunter, but who knows.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team's turn to pick.
They banned the Lifestealer, because Barrel's also been spamming that, which kind of leaves him open for this Drow pick. But he needs to maybe deal with a couple more jump heroes. Venge is actually
10
pretty good
seconds
against Drow
remaining.
as well, I think.
Dire team's turn to pick.
Witch Doctor.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
Drow Ranger.
There she is. So I mean, now if you want to beat this, you just pick heroes that get on top of her, right?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I think Ursa would be kind of good, except I think Slardar bullies him too hard in lane. I don't know. I mean, it's like a little bit of both, but I think that Slardar has the better trading ability, just bashing him.
team's turn to pick.
Luna.
What? I think I actually really don't like Luna as a hero. I mean, I guess Magic Luna's like pretty good, but I don't know. I don't know, man.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Meanwhile, Juggernaut, the best hero, is still unpicked.
Radiant team ban.
Lena.
So we're gonna have a mid Lena. I like this a lot, she's pretty good. She's a very
10
strong laner.
seconds
It's really
remaining.
hard to lose lane. She flash farms pretty well.
5 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
good hero, good hero. And she benefits from Drow Aura as well.
Dire team's turn to ban.
They banned the TA. Do they think this is a pause for Lena? Also, does that mean they want to pick Invoker?
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team's turn to pick.
Oh, this is an unnecessary Broodmother ban.
Silencer.
Like, there's zero chance of you picking a Broodmother into a Lena. Because you just send Lena mid, she's a great mid. Dumpster's Broodmother. I don't really understand this. I don't like Silencer.
10 seconds remaining.
Whatever.
5 seconds
The
remaining.
hero's like mega cancerous though with Slardar in lane, so sure. You just kind of sit there and you use your 15 mana orb attack on people. Luna's a pretty low HP hero, so it'll be pretty frustrating for her to deal with for sure. I guess he's also kind of a Tidehunter counter. Because at least briefly you prevent him from Ravage initiating.
Choose your hero.
They last picked the Arc Warden. This is a pretty good hero. Oh god, it's a core silencer. It's a mid silencer. So,
Prepare for battle.
I'm a little curious to see what happens with this Arc Warden versus Silencer lane mid. Arkwarden has pretty good stat gain, which has made him a good pick in the past. Like, you can see people picking him against like Queen of Pain often, for instance. Because he just like outdoes her harass. And I'm kind of thinking that Silencer works similarly in that he is going to primarily be trying to like bully his opponent out through
30
like
seconds to
sustained
battle.
harass. But it just doesn't work that well against Arkwarden, and he can secure CS pretty easily. We have a nice wraparound coming up here. 3 people grouped up. They spot the Luna. And they got Alina stun onto 2. Luna definitely is going to die here. Silencer getting first blood. He gets the gold and the +2 int. That's a pretty big deal. He gets his free null talisman before the horn even. They're going to get runes. Oh, I like this too. Support's going ahead and grabbing this outpost right at 0. We'll see if Arisia notices, but like basically you can pre-capture that outpost, and then at 10 minutes, which most people, like at that point people have forgotten about it, you get the XP bonus. So they're in a good position to pick that up 10 minutes from now. I think people will just kind of forget about it by then. Lotus missing the range creep there, but no big deal. He shoves the wave pretty hard. Psychic misses his own ranged creep, and he just opts to give up the rest of the creeps in order to go for a trade here. Take a look at the top.
Denied.
Mist has taken Gush level 1, which I'm pretty sure I do not agree with. Only 1 attack from dying. Jackman bullying it. Death Rocket bullying Arisia. Let him go. I'm telling you, Slardar's a very strong laner. Really hard to mess it up. You just kind of click people and they lose every trade. It really makes him a really good pick. I don't like this from Lotus. He's just holding 2 Wraithband recipes in stash for 2 minutes. It's like a big improvement over the items he has in his inventory to get those recipes out to him. Trade looks like they lost the Slardar in exchange for the Witch Doctor. Arkwarden tanking a lot of harass here. Stupid glaive spell, man. So one of the things about Silencer is he has an orb attack, right? So it actually makes him quite strong for like diving people under tower. We used to do this a lot on OD when the orb actually used to be worth taking. But you don't draw aggro, right? So you can just kind of do this kind of stuff. Well, Psychic is gonna die though. Messes up, tanks a tower shot, he gets boxed in. Alright, he gets the +2. It's worth it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Jackman's in trouble here. They got the Maledict on it. Death Rock in trouble too now. He gets the stun. Nice prediction there. Cleans up Itachi. Jackman barely survives on the back lines, so he gets nothing in exchange. They just turn around and pop Melchior there with the Gush and the Anchor Smash combo. I figure Gush removes armor quite a lot as well. Right, 4 armor. Looks like Psychic's gonna go down again. This time he does not secure the trade.
Mercy is yours.
And I kind of feel like this is the stat game coming into play here. I mean, he gets a lucky regen rune, so he's also getting a free full heal. But just in general, I mean, he's already got 1100 HP with only his 2 Wraith Bands and a Circlet. And that outpaces a lot of other heroes mid. So it's very hard to trade with him, it's very hard to harass with him, and he can usually win trades.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
Looks like Barrel's CSing quite well overall. Top leader. Got Mist bullying Melchior back. So Radiant's gonna secure both runes top. Dire secures both runes bottom. Arc Warden leading by 2 levels here now. Oh, he's gonna die again. So he gets level 6. And just dive Psychic now with the times double.
Killing spree.
Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
Good hero. I don't know if Silencer was a good enough pick.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
3 Wraith Bands, my god. That's a lot of stuff. Alright, so they're gonna leave the Tidehunter top and bring the Vengeful Spirit bottom to try to make something happen. Secure Itachi's farm a little bit more. Oh, they got the chain stun on the Luna, okay. They got the Maledict follow up on a Death Rocket, they got the stun. He's definitely going to die. It's not worth very much gold at all, however.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Jackman gets the crush to get away.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
Thank you.
Psychic's still having trouble mid as he is now. Oh, he's still just 2 levels behind. Not now, but you know. Just gonna get level 6 in a moment here. As Lotus lines up to try to jump him from behind. He's got a DD rune. He's gonna bring out the Tempest double. There we go. Global gets used, but it actually doesn't save him from anything because Lotus has already cast all his spells. Just kind of awkwardly tanking tower
Someone
here.
better help Dire's middle tower.
Doesn't really matter.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Lotus has a bunch of traps set up here. So I think the Lina would have been a better mid choice. I mean, like, worst case, right, someone picks Arc Warden against you, you just nuke every single wave and power farm jungle. And Silencer does not have the ability to power farm jungle. Even if he went for Curse, which is his only AoE ability, it just doesn't do that much damage. So what is this? 40 times 6 at max level to like 1 creep camp. So it's like, it just takes way too long to clear the camp. Lotus getting a Invis rune. It looks like he's going to try to set up again on Silencer. Lich is in the area, but I actually don't think he can save him. Especially since Lich is only level 4, no points of Chain Frost. The Chain Frost, of course, can just turn around a Tempest double gank since he'll just kill himself with
shouldn't
it.
have to take this abuse.
Lotus looking for this kill though. I'm actually not even sure. I don't think this is the efficiency play, to be honest. I think this is him just trying to tilt Psychic, basically.
Mega kill.
Like, he got a kill, but actually, like, he could have just probably farmed way more money by killing creeps during that time. It's all about the mental game here. You just, you know, when you feel like you're feeding on a mid, you get super tilted and it's really hard to focus on what you have to do to come back. Ricia and Mist are in position. Hollywood's here too. Ravage available, but hopefully he doesn't use it. Oh, there's the Ravage. That was good times. The global comes out too late. And it's gonna be 2 people, right? For sure. Death Rocket has stun coming up in a moment, but I don't think that he wants to turn around. He is barely fast enough. He gets away. Looks like Radiant recaptured the shrine. That's good. And they're actually going to grab the Dire Shrine right here with 5 seconds to go. So at 9:55, Dire can't reclaim it. And there's no one in the neighborhood anyway.
Soldier's fortune.
So it looks like Barrel's the only one really having any kind of a good game on Dire right now.
They're unstoppable.
Oh, I missed it. Oh, he kills the silencer again. Uh-oh. This is like deep into leave Melchior in lane and let silencer jungle territory. Although Melchior's gonna die here. For sure. We get another double spark.
That was unreal.
Yeah.
Onage.
This guy's good. Everyone's been saying Lotus is probably the best mid in the league. He's definitely showing it here, picking a like rather oppressive
Dire's
hero
middle
and doing
tower
well with it.
just went down.
Many selves.
Radiant structures have been snow fortified.
I'm trying to fight the Tidehunter's the wrong person. You want to make the support speed a bit. Hollywood's not level 6 yet. Just try to bully him, you know? Barrel, unfortunately, a little bit stuck behind the tower here. I think he actually would really love to go bottom and let his offlaner tank this 3-man top lane shit show, you know? They do get the nice stun there, but Barrel's hitting the wrong person.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
Get a really nice stun from Death Rocket. Barrel, unfortunately, tunneling on the Tidehunter. Itachi, or not Itachi, Lotus, however, has taken the mid tower. He's pushing Psychic out super hard. Psychic really actually needs to just abandon this and focus on farming somewhere. Maybe he could go bottom, maybe he could pressure Luna. Same Melchior, but he's got his level 6. I mean, so their best kill chance right here is this Luna, I think. She actually has no points in ult, although I suppose they have no way of knowing that.
Right.
It's not that uncommon. Alright, she finally gets it at level 9. Looks like they waited too long. Now Lotus finds Psychic again. Okay, so this is his part of the map, you know. All of this belongs to the Orc Warden. They do get a nice pick off on the Vengeful Spirit though, that's good. Mist running in. Is he gonna Ravage? Oh god, he Ravage. This was a bad Ravage. He gets the kill, but like, it's not worth it. He definitely died. Melchior grabs the fear onto Ericia, and they're able to kill her before the stun. So Barrow Rider comes out way ahead.
Amateur.
And Ravage is down now. Jackman running into the Spark Wraith. Oh, there's no way he escapes this.
Chipped away.
Unless he sprints all the way back to base and heals before it hits him. And he has a raindrop. He's actually fine. Alright.
Godlike.
Oh, meanwhile, he found the silencer again. Okay. Alright. The way they win this is Barrel has to leave lane because he's doing well. Silencer has to stop going back to lane.
Dire's bottom
And someone has
tower
to
is under
pressure this
attack.
man. Luna's just kind of free farming now.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
We have a Chain Frost we haven't gotten to see yet. Uh-oh, looks like... Okay, please don't ever do this, guys. Windlace, ring a regen before buying brown boots is a no. Buy your brown boots first.
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
I think they actually have
Dire's top
more or
tower
less
is
no
under
chance
attack.
of stopping this guy.
Dire snow fortified
They
their
need to
structures.
coordinate some big ganks on him, and they're just not.
Are
Yikes,
those
okay.
cracks in Dire's
So
top
Radiant,
tower?
like, structurally is organizing their game a lot better, right? Like, Itachi's just free farming, he's got this whole part of the map to himself. I don't know if he's really rotating all that well into the jungle, but it doesn't matter. Lotus is controlling the middle of the map, and then all of the action happens in the top lane where Dire is nominally weakest. I mean, because it's hard for people to get to, and it's kind of dangerous. Barrel's been doing a good job of, like, killing people, but... Switch now.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
Oh, big Chain Frost. Big Laguna Blade. However, everybody does die for Dire, and they only lose the Witch Doctor. Nice swap from Hollywood there.
You feed the crabs.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
So this is why you don't pick Silencer. Bad core hero. He's a very bad core hero.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But I do really like that move from Radiant. I mean, it sort of fits into what I was saying, that like Dire's weakest up there, and
Not
so
much
Radiant
good's
just moves other
happening to
heroes up there and
Radiant's
kills
bottom
everybody.
tower.
That's why the Drow Ranger really doesn't want to be there.
Killing
They
spree.
find Melchior again. That just kind of happens. It's not like a
Radiant's
big
bottom
deal.
tower is under
It's
attack.
better to find him than a Drow Ranger or something.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So I mean, Dire needs to go take this tier 1
Not
bottom.
much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
Unfortunately, I think at
beating
this
on
point it
Dire's top
costs them
tower.
additional towers top to try
Dire
to do
have
so.
fortified their structures.
Slardar
Dire's
going
top tower
Vlad's
is under
first
attack.
instead of the Blink Dagger means that they can't really initiate fights. Barrel's TPing out. I
Radiant's
don't like
bottom
this.
tower's got problems.
They find the Silencer mid, so he's safe for the moment, but like,
Not.
I don't know, he TP's top and he's gonna get forced off the wave immediately. He's not gonna get any farming done up here. Like, he can't move into the jungle like this because Dire just killed your mid and they can just walk
Not
straight
much
up. Or
good's
Radiant just
happening
killed your
to
mid, they can
Radiant's
just walk
bottom
straight up to
tower.
you.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
They have Ravage, but they don't even need it.
Spree.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
A dominating performance.
They did get the kill on a mist, but it doesn't matter. They might get Itachi though, that's actually worthwhile.
This is ld2l. Thanks for playing Dota 2. Double
Death Rocket
kill.
kind of salvaging things there a little bit, picking off the carry. Oof, though, man.
Are those
Feral just should not have
cracks in
TP'd
Dire's
up here.
top
He's a bad
tower?
TP. Without a doubt, he should have stayed bottom of his team and then just farmed this part of the map.
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
Donor finished for the Arc Warden.
Dire's top tower is gone. Just a cold fog left behind.
Lotus doing this thing again where he's just got a bunch of stuff left in his inventory. Like, this recipe is, what, like 1,500 gold, isn't it? Let's just bring this up to him.
Haste.
900. So he just has 1,300 gold sitting in stash because he has this banned Velvet skin as which is like 15% of his net worth.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
Tachi's still power farming, he's just about got Manta style finished. Fire going for a
Dire's
sneaky
bottom
Roshan
tower is
attempt.
under attack.
have the balls on this one, but I'm actually not sure that it's gonna work out. Well, no, they got him. Alright. It took, yeah, nobody on that Radiant noticed because this was a smoke. Okay, you know, well, I'll take it, whatever. That's a pretty cool play. I'm not so sure that it should have worked, but they smoked in, and Radiant essentially has no deep wards. No, they have one ward. So they have one ward that kind of sees a camp and a half. And so they actually just didn't know where Dire was. Dire smoked and went straight into Rush. Okay.
Why, thank you.
So when you're owning like this, you need to have complete vision of all of these parts of the map, because then you always know where the losing team is.
There
And
they go.
they can't sneak Rosh on you like that. You just kind of randomly cast Global again. Yeah. Now they don't have Global, but it's not like they really needed it for the next fight. This doesn't help them with anything. Luna has Manta Style. This dude still doesn't have his Mjolnir delivered. Holy shit. So, I guess this is like a farming or insurance Aegis here. Because they're certainly not going to run into this team fight combo from Radiant. So I think it's just to let Beryl kind of farm a little bit more confidently. I'm really not sure. Come on, man, stop going over here. They find him, they ravage the first line.
It happened again.
Chain Frost comes in. There's no Ravage anymore. Chain Frost is dumpstering the backlines here. And Barrel Rider gets out with his Insurance Aegis, and it turns into a 1-for-2 trade. Oh my god, they're attacking the Mjolnir. Oh my god.
And it happened again. Ultra kill.
So the Static Shield just kills both of them, and then he picks off the Lich pretty easily. So it was a good situation, and then they turned it into a bad situation.
Someone better help Dire's middle tower. Radiant wins.
Really nice play from Lotus though, they just kind of single-handedly won the game. I think it comes down a little bit to the draft. Like they just didn't have a hero that was really worth anything against him, but also he played very, very well. Nice farm, nice here. I mean, he just did like all of his team's damage. Very close to more than the rest of them. No, I think it's about 50-50. I can't really do the detailed arithmetic in my head though. It's a lot of gold. Yeah, Crystal Maiden, Meepo, and Gabe Newell, and then Storm, Meepo, Crystal Maiden. This was a really clean game one for Hollywood's team, and a pretty rough game one for Barrel Riders team. I don't know who these guys are.
It's Dyer's band now. Radiant's turn to ban. Dyer's turn to ban. It's Radiant's band now. Dyer's turn to ban. Seconds. It's Radiant's band now. Dyer pick. Radiant pick. Radiant's turn.
So we have one ban change where they move the Slardar instead of... No idea. Can't remember what they banned. But we have Disruptor, Bloodseeker banned first phase. I like those two, but I don't like this Marana ban. I just don't think she's that good. They could just, you know, they could ban something else instead. Either way, we see Hollywood's team open with the same first two picks, Venge Tidehunter. It looked like the lane was pretty good. I mean, Barrel still farmed well, which I applaud him for. I think that he had actually CS pretty well to do okay there, but overall, the two heroes worked well together. The Gush and the Wave of Terror give you a lot of minus armor. I think it's like -8 at level 1 on both spells, and then you kind of demolish people. Lich, on the other hand, didn't look as good, but the game kind of snowballed out of control. They're going to early pick a Viper. This is a Tidehunter counter, but I think Viper is also a bad hero. It's very much so like a win lane, lose game kind of hero, where he ideally crushes his lane and then just sort of does nothing for the rest of the game, and then your team loses. So I don't really agree with this pick either, but it is better than Silencer.
Radiant's turn to ban.
They banned the Phantom Lancer again. Looks like they want to pick Draw Ranger a second time. I'm fine with that. I think she's a good hero. I think that the top lane was the only lane that went appropriately for Barrel's team last time, so picking Drow again is fine. They just need to make sure that they can keep the mid lane from becoming so one-sided, and to make sure that they get enough out of their offlaner.
Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Radiant's turn to ban. Ten seconds. 5 seconds left. Radiant pick. Dire's turn to pick. Bang. Radiant's turn to pick.
Juggernaut.
Swapping over my laundry, but I heard the Juggernaut pick.
10 seconds.
So Beryl told me that he hasn't played this hero very much, which
5 seconds
makes me a little nervous about it. I think the hero, however, is very, very strong, but it requires a bit of confidence and like a bit of experience. And you need discipline, just like Juggernaut has discipline, right?
Dire pick.
Razor.
So they pick the Razor.
It's Radiant's ban now.
Okay, we're getting weird with the hero picks here from Radiant. Does Jackman play Sand King? I don't know enough of his hero pool. I think Sand King's a good hero. However, I don't think he's like a strong enough, like, I'm just gonna pick Sand King and fucking win the game kind of hero yet.
10 seconds.
We do have a Razor. This could just go safe lane, and then it's like, it's mostly okay against Sand King. He's got good strength gain, he has static link, he's ranged, so he doesn't have to like worry too much about stuff like Sandstorm. But the Razor could also just go mid against Viper, where I expect he's going to have an advantage. However, they banned the TA again, so it's like they want to pick Arc Warden a second time. It worked out well last game, so why not?
10 seconds. 5 seconds left.
So they're still waiting on this pick. This is a very challenging one. They need a mid that, oh yeah, okay, this is, alright, I was dumb thinking this is an off, or a mid Viper. This is Death Rocket Pause 4 Viper. He's actually done this multiple
Dire's
times.
turn to pick. Radiant's turn to pick.
So Ban Invoker picks Sniper. I'm like mostly okay with that. Pick Broodmother. Why would you pick Broodmother here? You can take Viper, Juggernaut, or Sand King mid, and have no problem with Broodmother. He has, however, thrown Dire a little bit for a loop, as they are unsure of what to do about this Broodmother. It looks like they're going to stand their ground, but I think that the correct play is you put the Sniper offline and take Sand King mid against Broodmother. There's no way Lotus gives up his lane, and you just take Caustic and just fucking destroy her. Like, it's just easy, more or less. You actually might not even need Caustic, you might be able to just use Sandstorm. Like, yeah, this is not a problem if you play your lanes right. Worst case scenario, right, like, you move behind Broodmother's tower and you just kill her creep wave over and over again. And she does the same thing to you, and you just trade farm while the side lanes kind of do, you know, whatever it is that they're going to do. As long as you're not feeding, it's not that big a deal.
Fortune and glory await.
Alright, where were we? Okay, so they are making the adjustment. This is good. They're sending the Sniper offlane. He doesn't have any regen. What? He doesn't have any regen at all. This is 100% a mistake. Anyway, though, he just goes max Endotoxin, mid is fine. It doesn't do, like, that much damage anymore. But it does let him like push the spiders off, and he'll be fine.
Lots to do before the battle starts. So get cracking.
A Barrel Rider on the Juggernaut. He's going phase boots. Don't go phase boots. Go power tread. Phase boots suck.
Let the battle begin! Whew. Okay, Meepo. Play your cards right, and this gig will land you on
Who's going mid? Okay, Viper's finally decided to go. Alright, so they had to call a bit of an audible on this one. They got Brood Mother. I think, however, that they will be fine. Death Rocket respecting him way too much for level 1. Brood Mother with spiders, or with webs only, does nothing. He could actually probably just be clicking her constantly. He's standing way too far back. He's just letting himself get denied. He gets his own deny though. Take a look at other lanes for a little bit. Yeah, neither of them got any last hits, but both got at least one deny.
Denied.
So Mikey finds Hollywood in the trees. Barrel getting stunned and clicked under tower. However, Hollywood draws tower aggro, gets hit by the Frost Blast, and he's gonna die for first blood.
You've just achieved first blood.
Top lane is definitely a shit show, but it looks like Dire's come out ahead for the moment.
Nothing for you.
I think not.
Hollywood is entirely out of regen, but Lich is playing way too passively. I don't know which lanes are interesting to focus on. We'll just watch top, I guess. His Tidehunter's like up here in the wave. Lich has like full mana and 2 mangoes, and he's like not using his abilities. So he's not like securing any farm for his core. And like Hollywood has just a headdress and no other regen, so you kind of just nuke him a bunch. And then all you have to do in this lane is Frost Blast, cast Frost Shield on Barrel Rider, and he spins someone down. And that full combo does like 650 damage with the levels they're at now. It's like relatively straightforward to just kill people. Right, like he could have just killed Mist there instead of going for the camp. Now they have to wait for Frost Armor to come up again. There's a DD bottom. We'll see if Lotus spots it. Jackman pinged it out. I think that Death Rocket needs to prioritize it. Got a fight happening top. Barrel Rider looking uncomfortable, however. Mikey forced to retreat a little.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh, they glyph the creep blade. Mikey sneaks past them, grabs. Oh, yeah, okay. God, he almost ran over. I was scared for a moment there. Grabs the first. He's gonna be out of stun range. He's gonna. No! Oh, he turned around. He was out of stun range. He could have had both runes, but now he's gonna die. Just for the cheeky TP. He barely makes it. Holy shit. And we see Lotus trying to dive Viper mid. Of course, Viper just stands his ground. I think this is such a good decision to move this hero here. He's kept the Broodmother from taking his tower. He's farming acceptably. But I don't know if he's really denied the Brood game. He just has kept them from instantly losing, which is probably worth something. Offlane Sniper's quacking. Holds Shrapnel a very long time and then doesn't position it far enough back. I think that they could have killed Itachi if he just used Shrapnel very early, actually. We got another dive onto Death Rocket under tower. Our Death Rocket just using his Q. Lotus in a little bit of trouble here. He has 5 stacks on him. Is he gonna? Oh, he barely survived. 10 HP. Lotus barely surviving a very, very close play.
Radiant's top tower's under attack.
Death Rocket bringing up some mangoes to make sure that he always has mana for the dodge. It's a good call.
Radiant's top tower's about to topple.
Barrel just randomly giving up that range creep. 100% you can't miss yes in these kinds of situations. Like there's just nobody even there and he just missed the creep. So Psychic having a much better game than last. Death Rocket is doing okay here mid as well. He's gonna have Atos soon. However, Lotus Brood, he's got the medallion, he's got the soul. Whoops. They get I missed the kill top, but they get the kill. I assume with Omni Slash onto Hollywood. Well played. Lotus still not level 6, so this has gone much better. Despite Beryl being sort of unfamiliar with the hero. Passive Trusty Shovel on Lotus, or on Mist. I'd say the main concern for Dire right now is the low level. So Psychic not quite 6 yet at 9 minutes. Jackman is only level 3. Looks like he's gonna get caught here. They go for the Nightmare Trap to try to secure the damage. But of course the auto attacks happen even if the unit is Nightmare.
Dead.
Got another dive onto Death Rocket, but he has no trouble just turning it around. Like this just isn't gonna work basically. Oh, I missed a kill top. Wait, or did I? Yeah, he definitely just died again. So there's 2 kills for Barrel Rider. Doing a lot better this game. Not that he was doing poorly last game, but it's just with the kills and stuff, it's a lot better. Death Rocket gets the, oh, he finally dies to Lotus. Did get Ice Armored, but it wasn't quite enough. Either way. Oh, they had the shrapnel. I could have gone for the stun. So looks like 1 rune apiece. No, 2 runes for Jackman and 1 rune for Radiance. So there's still 1 rune on the map, but I don't know if anybody's gonna go claim that one. Barrel kind of slowly picking his way through this camp. And this is out on a whole wave here. Mikey gets found by the Broodmother. Oh. I don't know. That's like kind of risky to just go over there because I think Brood can just turn and kill him pretty much whenever. Chain Frost essentially does nothing to Broodmother because she has so many alternate units for Task too. They brought 4 heroes mid, however. They're going for a dive on the Death Rocket. Omni Slash gets used into a stun. They pick off Avenge immediately. Alright, that's it's like when I play against unfair bots, like one of them is just randomly in the trees here and I go for a play and they just come out and kill me. No idea why Barrel was there, but it works out for his team really well. Another dive, Death Rocket gets the return.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Let's see how we're doing. Yeah, so I mean, Broodmother's like ahead, but not nearly far enough ahead.
Dire's top tower might be going down.
Which is really her concern here. And with the sniper, they can pretty much stall high ground like indefinitely. So I think that this Broodmother pick is not going to work out. I mean, she's already not getting as much done as she wants. And the game essentially only gets harder. Mask of Madness almost finished for Juggernaut. It's just a casual assassinate.
Dire's bottom tower's getting pushed around.
So they just have this problem now where they have 2 cores in the same lane, and nobody's in Itachi's lane, so he just free farms again. I think that, like, this is the conceptual issue that needs to be resolved for Dire.
Don't look good.
I mean, they had some hero picks, problems, whatever, but, like, they have 3 people fighting for farm now. Right, because Jackman's up here farming stuff, Barrel's up here farming stuff, and Psychic's up here farming stuff. And there were just actually 0 people in this lane, and they lost 2 creep waves under tower. Itachi has total free farm when they could just sit someone here to kill the creeps, like nuke the wave and then go into jungle. We're gonna dive here on the cycle top. They're gonna get him with the Ravage. Arisia diving deep for some reason. She doesn't have mana for anything. Death Rocket getting dived again. Throws down another toxin, but it's not enough.
Dire's top tower's about to be Radiant's top trouble.
So Lotus finally gets the tier 1 out of this. There's 2 cores up here again.
Tower looks to be
Go farm, my dude. Finds the Lich. Oh, he just kind of YOLOs the Chain Frost, and it dissolves amongst the spiders. They do all die, but the Lich survives, so we'll call that worth it. It was a farming Chain Frost, I guess.
Invisibility.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower
Don't forget that Mask of Madness was a farming tool. Alright, Death Rocket has rotated top. I like this a lot. Moves in. They're just gonna go for the Venge. She's definitely dead here. You got the Fiend's Grip, but it doesn't matter. Barrels here, he gets the Omni-Slash kill directly onto the bank. It's 2 for 0 trade. Now they are going to push into town. They know there's no Ravage, although, wow, he has an early Blink Dagger. They know there's no Ravage.
Dyer's bottom tower is
We've
under
got 4 heroes here. Feeling pretty good. Oh, they got the chain stuns onto the Tidehunter who's not on 2. Alright, nice clean 3 kills in a row.
Dyer's structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Broodmother is pushing, but not fast enough. They send the Lich back to defend again.
Dyer's bottom tower is under
A lot of
attack.
mangoes queued up. Yeah. Just get your Void Stone, don't bother with the mango.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
And Juggernaut is also one of those heroes that doesn't worry that much about the
Don't
brood mode.
look good.
As long as he gets spin off, she can't like click him, so he can always disengage with it.
Bottom tower.
And he has the Viper to back him up.
Structures. Pretty good move if you ask me.
Alright, like all he has to do is spin like this, right? He's gonna have to ditch his buddy though. Definitely this 3-person gank is enough. I know that just happens sometimes, but still he spins and runs away. No problem. Now back to farming.
I sense a connection between us.
Dyer's definitely also playing like they're on the back foot here, which I can kind of understand because they kind of are, but they're actually quite strong, especially once Omni-Slash comes back up with this Mask of Madness. I think they should pressure this tower and create more space for themselves to farm. So they still have too little space on the map for their force to fully occupy. Hachi has moved to top. This signals that Radiant is going to commit for this tier. This only has 100 HP left. It's not really committal, but they're going to destroy this tower.
Dyer's top tower is under attack. Dyer's top tower ain't a tower no more.
I mean, they can just straight up kill her. Just stun into Epicenter, and she definitely dies. Oh, they get the Fiend's Grip, Ravage in the back. He gets the Omni-Slash off before dying, but it's really just an escape. Uses Mask of Madness.
Killing spree.
He has spin in a moment though. Chain Frost still going, but it's not quite.
Double.
They don't have any charges left on
Dyer's top tower is about
Swap.
to be raided.
however they're able to just dive him under the tier 3. Okay. Sniper barely gets out, but everybody else dies.
Dyer's middle tower's in trouble. Which one, Dyer again? Dyer's middle tower's
I guess Death Rocket is upset.
Reach.
Sparrow finally makes it bottom, pressuring the tier 1. Looks like he just gets kind of a nice free tier 1 here. I like that. Just no response still from Radiant. I think that's pretty reasonable thing to do, just kind of let it go. They can do more by being active on the map.
Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top trouble. Radiant's
Girl
bottom
does miss the
tower has
last one.
fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
So Radiant moves and takes the tier 2 top.
Radiant's bottom tower
Barrel's
needs a
going to
hand.
mirror them
Dire's top
and
tower
pressure
is
the tier 2.
falling.
Looks like they have found Lotus here. And they just kill him. 4 on 1, but still it's a big kill. They get 500 gold on Death Rocket and a bunch of experience. Barrel Rider retreats bot. He's unsure of where the rest of their team is.
I'll take your tribute.
Mist smoked up here. There's actually 4 heroes here still. They find a top, hit him with the Atos, but they are not going to commit just yet. Barrel Rider very close to finishing his battlefield. Looks like Lotus is going for BKB next. I think this is pretty important for him against this team. Obviously, it makes him invulnerable to pretty much everything that they do to kill him currently. Barrel is 15 gold away from Battle Fury. Get up here. Go back to power farming. Tachi getting good farm top here. They're controlling the entire Dire jungle. But this is a good move from Barrel. I mean, he's taking up the space here. I like this a lot. I mean, maybe, you know, maybe he dies for this eventually, but like, it would force the entire Radiant team back to deal with him. And if not, he can get this tower and make some gold for his team. Radiant still showing in lane. Barrel should keep pressuring bot. I mean, like, Sniper just handles this high ground defense. All in all, the picks come together very well. Spin TP, yeah, there's no problem. Fiend's Grip is the only thing that can prevent him from escape. So if there's no Bane, he's safe to push like that over and over again. Basically just run down a lane, collect farm, force Radiant to abandon their, you know, map control. Lotus farming very hard for his BKB, only 1500 gold. Oh no, Barrel has used his Mask of Madness too early. He gets hit by the Fiend's Grip. It looks like they're going to lose this fight.
A dominating performance.
This will only hurt.
Mega kill.
Death Rocket does go down.
Double kill.
I will see.
Barrel hit the button to the wrong mode and uses Mask of Madness first before on this lap.
They're unstoppable. Impossible kill.
They lose the fight, but there's no creeps again, so Sniper just holds high ground. I actually think these guys didn't need to buy back. They could have waited, because like the creep wave dead, there's no way to run up there. 900 gold till BKB. The rest of the team runs to Roshan. Mist almost dies to Roshan.
Dire is scanning for enemies.
Barrel finds the Broodmother. He's not able to get in range. If he's able to connect with an Omni Slash, the Spiderlings melt essentially immediately. And then he can just kill the... can actually do quite a bit of damage to her. They are going to finally finish Roshan. Put the Aegis on Mist. Uh-oh.
Is a great conductor.
Tidehunter is a very bad Aegis carrier and also not one of the rich heroes on this team. Broodmother can just very easily just die to the Omni Slash, and then that's kind of game over. Not game over really, but like, if she just dies, it's very bad. She doesn't have... He actually didn't need to do that. She doesn't have an Orchid, so... I don't know if he checks inventories, but she doesn't have an Orchid, so she has no way to like, jump and kill the Juggernaut.
History.
He can essentially always turn it around. I have an Orb of Destruction, Sniper picked up. I think that the play might be to put this on Juggernaut. Makes his ult do a lot more damage. See, now there's an item that ruins Juggernaut. The Silencer here, or the Mindbreaker here. He's going for a BKB? I don't think I would buy BKB this game, personally. BKB is not going to remove the, Alright, so he got the kill. He gets the Omni Slash Mask of Madness. Instantly kills the Tidehunter. Oh, that was a sick save. That was a really sick save. Aricia with the Nightmare to save Itachi. BKB used. There's still a lot of people alive on the high ground. Aegis down. Venge down. Man, Itachi was actually so close to dying.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright, first BKB by the Spider used. Itachi leaves. Actually, without Omni Slash, he doesn't want to do that. I think that they just like can't kill each other. Without Omni Slash, he doesn't really die because he just clicks her and all the spiders die. Without Orchid, she can't prevent him from like spinning and walking around. Pain going for an Aether Lens to increase grip range. They're looking for the spider. They get the stun, they get the Atos. But she just used BKB right away, but like, look at, I mean, she's diving Death Rocket and she's not able to kill him. Psychic, he still has the Force Staff, but he gets caught by the static link, unfortunately. Mikey, not using his abilities.
If you were a millennial, I'd say wicked sick.
Arrow Rider gets swapped. 40 seconds still till Omni Slash. He's unable to turn and win the fight with it. They get the swap on a Death Rock. There's no buyback on their Sniper, unfortunately.
Killing spree. Onage.
Looks like at least Elena Rax here for Radiant. They do have Glyph. They have Omni Slash in 20 seconds. As long as he doesn't get hit by this Fiend's Grip, which is coming up first and has a longer cast range. Maybe someone will be out of position. Maybe. Maybe not though. Probably not. Actually, he can jump on the... I don't think I would do it. I think I would let this Land of Rax... And he goes for it. Gets the Omni Mask of Madness. Kills Aricia. He's not gonna be able to get away though.
Monster kill.
Play. He has the buyback. His Sand King is up.
Has fallen.
It's only a single lane of racks.
You smash down their racks. Radiant's top tower's about to topple.
A gift from the goddess.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower. Don't look good.
Yeah, so I mean, winning this game for Dire is entirely about just being patient and holding high. Like, just don't get caught out like this.
Dominating,
It's
I guess.
unfortunate, but it's tough.
You're not afraid of spiders?
They just have to hold high ground with Sniper. I mean, he's very good at clearing creep wave. Barrel Rider just has to farm as much as he can.
Mega kill.
I see it.
They're unstoppable. Double kill.
Gets the Juggernaut and gets the Viper, and they're gonna call GG there. So there's some disagreement, but it is definitely GG.
The Dire agent collapsed. All for right in the world.
It's kind of tough game for Barrel's team there. I think that they had it for a while, but let it get away from them a little bit. Yeah, I mean it was definitely close. Very long time. But plus agree. was definitely close. Very long time. Plus agree.
Woohoo!
Hello.
There you are. Ugh. Death Rocket, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright.
Hello. So I mean, okay, I didn't really want to like say anything in game because you guys were playing, and it's like it would be, I don't know, maybe more tilting, maybe less tilting to talk about whether Lotus should be in the league or not, like in the middle of the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. But we got into a discussion about the game because I didn't even know that. I thought that this league was 3K below. That guy smacked us both games.
I don't really think he smacked you that much the second game. I mean, the first game you guys had a silencer. Like I don't know, the pick didn't make any sense, and he just had like a free game on a hero that he plays a lot of. The second game I thought you guys were fine. Like he didn't get a Broodmother start basically, Like, Viper prevented him from playing the Broodmother game. You guys only really lost because, like, the game plan is basically keep Sniper from dying and hold high ground, and they found you outside of base.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I was
he didn't finish his
that.
Hurricane Pike like I told him to do. Like,
I mean, it's
So-
rough. Like, I mean, it's like a hard game. You have to, like, play carefully and stuff.
yeah, but
But I don't know, like,
Psychic could have had his Hurricane Pike and half of a BKB for what he finished his Mjolnir for.
so the thing is, like, so we have a small number of people that are over 3k MMR in the league, and like, Lotus's MMR is not the highest of people that are even in the league this time.
So I actually just wanted to duck back in and say that I'm willing to put in the work. I know what went wrong that game. My one regret is not speaking up for myself and saying that I wanted to go mid
You got this.
again for game 2.
Don't worry.
I'm going to be putting in the work over the next week, and hopefully, I know that the next opponent's not going to be of Lotus's caliber, but
Oh no. We're gonna play
Um,
Maniac, and you're going to dumpster him.
my goal is to be better at laning.
Do you want
That's
to
what
1v1 me sometime, by the way?
That would be much
Specific
appreciated.
things I can help with?
Right now, I'm just trying to figure out how to hit creeps, because that's really what I suck at. If I had had a little more money, I think I wouldn't have lost. Because the Arc Warden match was neck and neck until I died.
So I don't know if I really explained it all that well in the VOD this time, but that's pretty much what I expected to happen. That's kind of how Arc Warden works. Like, he has really, really good stat gain. So if
Actually
you're playing,
playing
like,
Arc, so
okay, yeah, I mean, so, like, that should be what you expect, right? Level 5, 6, 7, he becomes exceedingly dangerous. He's like a common pick against heroes like Queen of Pain, which rely on harassing someone out of the lane. And I haven't really played much Core Silencer, but I expect it to be the same thing, where you expect to win the lane by spamming W on them, right? And then they get bullied out and they can't come back. But he just has very, very good stat gain, and that makes it hard to bully him out in that way.
my goal was actually not necessarily to bully him out, because what I really wanted to do was reach level 6 and just dumpster the side lanes, and I just never got the chance to do it because he pushed really hard and threatened mid too much. I don't know.
If I go mid, did you want to go mid on the Viper? Because I think it was correct sending Viper mid.
Yes,
Okay.
I wanted to go Viper.
Okay.
I don't feel as comfortable on Sniper, and I think it was just frustrating because I felt like I did no damage, and then, you know, I have a Broodmother running at me. So even though I didn't die, I wasn't really doing anything.
Yeah.
Whereas
Okay.
Death Rocket, I think, is more comfortable on the hero.
I think you guys had a fine draft for dealing with Broodmother. Like, I don't think it was a good Broodmother game, basically. Yeah, the Viper and the Sand King are options in that one. Like, you can actually get kind of unconventional.
we can do nothing. Once she
Sorry?
gets BKB, their team just us. Once she gets BKB, we can do nothing against her. They just run at us,
So-
and he can outplay us all.
I mean, that's not necessarily the issue, right? The issue is that, like, they have like the only mid player in the league who is above that, and he's been above that for like a substantial amount of time.
It's not like
And-
Deathrock and I were saying. It has nothing to do with the matchups at all. It doesn't have to do with the draft. He's just significantly better than all.